Hey y'all, and welcome back to Magical Mirror, starring Mickey Mouse! And, unfortunately folks, this will be the very last part of Mickey's Epic Dreams in Mansion Land, or whatever this place is called. Honestly, I'll just go with what Matt said, call it the Spencer Estate in your dreams.
Aw, I do kind of feel, this game kind of grew on me with all the funny little wacky things that happened, other than the fact that we learned how to Hadouken, which is already a pretty awesome thing to have happen in any Mickey Mouse game.
I know, right? It's like, at this point, Mickey should just very well be a character in a fighting game or something.
I'm surprised they never made a Disney fighting game, considering all their properties.
I think they... I'm trying to remember what the closest thing we have to that is, but...
I know there was like a whole bunch of sports games that Konami published based on
I
the
remember
characters.
that much.
Now, and I heard, and honestly, they're not that great, but I mean, they did try to exude that whole extreme sports sort of vibe to them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, you got it all wrong. It's extreme spots.
And yeah, the only point to this room is
I'll
that
be right
star.
back.
Okay.
Okay.
No worries.
And also, yeah, the only point to this room is that star holder, and up that I assume that's a sandbag on the floor over there that you could sort of fiddle around with, but that's literally it.
Okay. So that room was kind of pointless. Is there any way in this? Is there any? I think I've already asked this, but is there anything in the sense of a map of this entire area?
No, there is not. But I do again. The game's locales are just distinct enough to where it shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't be that easy. You shouldn't get lost in this place. Is what I mean to say.
Oh, gee.
Go, Mickey, go!
Come on, Mickey! Ha ha!
Whoa.
Just like Mario taught me. He pulled off the long jump.
You know, I will cherish the day we eventually get a proper Mickey Mouse and Mario crossover.
I think they've asked about that. Was it Nintendo or was it Disney that was more no? We can't ever have this happen.
Honestly, it's hard to say, but I would say probably Disney more so. But
Wonder what I did.
yeah, gee, I wonder what we should do with this here stick.
Well, noticing that the door is pretty high up. However, I don't think we can possibly pole vault with so short a running distance because the door is only like. We're gonna pole vault, aren't we?
Sorry about that. I had to feed the puppies.
It's okay. How they doing?
Mickey,
They're
we
doing
can't,
fine. They've been
Mickey,
pretty
we can't
hungry,
do
so they're
this.
just scarfing it up right now.
Mickey, you got like 2 feet of running distance. You can't.
There's no way!
Oh, come on, I'm just trying to prepare for the upcoming 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Oh, wait a minute.
This
And
is
I
not
was about
gonna
to
be-
say, I was hoping you would have continued that and would have been like Goofy, like saying, Mickey, I hate to break it to you.
All right,
Yeah.
Mickey, run in place.
Running in place does not count for getting better running distance. Do the trick. I was like, no, running in place does not count for getting more running distance for momentum.
Hold on,
Oh.
push him a
Cur-
little
what?
bit, and
Oh. Wait, cursor.
What?
We just went sideways and pole vaulted horizontally to slam into a door.
yep. Which, to be fair, we got through the door.
It
Why
is,
is there a full bathtub?
Those water graphics are pretty good.
but I see a star holder in there.
Me
Yep,
too.
there's a star holder in that bathtub. This really big bathtub. Like, again, whoever was the owner of this mansion must have been loaded.
Right, dive on in, Mickey.
And, yeah, I'm just gonna say this right here, right now. This scene right here is probably the biggest violator of this game's pacing problem.
Let's see. Mickey?
Like,
They're certainly taking
Mickey,
a sweet time.
it's right here.
Mickey,
it's right there.
Go right. Oh, there's the trick.
Thank,
Okay, it's like,
thank you.
I don't know, that water looks pretty steep and hard to see through.
Hello.
oh, there you go. Jeez.
Come and catch me, mouse.
Okay.
And actually, hold on. Look at this stupid shit.
What is he doing?
prepped for the swimming competition.
This is his daily exercises.
Oh!
That's a really deep bathtub.
Yeah, I absolutely thought he was about to conk his head on the ground.
This right here is like developers. I know you want to extend game time, but this isn't the right way to do it. It just looks awkward.
Mickey, you were right over it.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, that's right. That's the direction.
Yes, right
Now
there.
go grab it.
Turn to the right.
Almost.
No,
Wait,
no,
wait,
Mickey.
okay.
Mickey. It's not right.
It's like,
Mickey.
well, what's that? Take the other direction to get the potion to Hunter?
Oh,
But wait,
no.
there's something else in the water along with Mickey.
There it is. Just gonna swim on
Uh-oh.
in place, as is my
Wait.
norm.
Right.
And
Stroke. Stroke. Stroke.
Also, I'm just gonna say it's a good thing this water looks pretty, about as clear as it could be. Otherwise, this is a pretty. Oh,
Oh,
fish.
hey.
Okay, come on.
Come on,
grab
you
it.
almost got it.
grab it.
Whoa.
Whoa!
What?
Okay.
Stupid fish!
Wow, do I feel like a fool?
I also love just how Mickey had to like hold his breath to go underwater to look at the. No, you could see. I don't. Anyway.
Actually, I was just more so thinking, like, you know, I probably could have gone there before the fish ate it had I not been futzing around at the surface.
Futzing
Yeah.
around. That's a great word.
Again, this was before he knew about the Olympics cancellation. But anyway, so remember that tomato can we got earlier?
Gonna catch the fish in it?
More or less, yeah. I mean, what else do you do with an empty tomato can?
Throw it at people?
Well, what do you have to say for yourself, Buster?
My name is Frederick.
Oh, hi, Frederick! I'm gonna kill you! Uh-huh.
I'm also in some places people call me Freddy.
Aw. All
Oh,
right,
damn it.
let's catch him in the tin can.
There you
That
go.
has a hole in it.
This is a tricky one.
It's Jordy. It's called cutting an air hole. Otherwise, you can't breathe.
No, she means there's an opening on both the top and the
Oh
bottom.
yeah, remember that
Yes!
other fish we met up with?
Oh, we can get him a
Oh.
friend.
Yep.
I'll take you to go see a friend.
Oh,
that
wait.
is sweet.
There is a closed open. Okay, never mind.
Aw,
He's
that
like,
is a-
nope.
You're fine.
No, he's not. He's happy. Like that's
or-
actually. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, ready? That's actually sweet. We're gonna take him to go meet a friend."
Yay.
And so we collected a fish in a tomato can.
Look at
Only
it.
in Disney.
Yep. So that's pretty much all this place serves. Though I do believe if you do come back in, we get to see the spirit of a familiar face.
Huh.
Oh no! It's the duck. I do not approve of this duck.
I don't either. I mean, it tried to kill us.
I mean, look at it this
Ways.
way. At least it's actual size.
True.
Yeah.
I'll
Also,
be back again.
oh, okay,
Okay.
no worries, hype.
Hmm?
So, no worries.
Yeah, the
so,
BRB.
we tried to use the pole vault, and we got flung in the wrong direction.
Now, you could use the pole vault again to reach that area, but would you believe me if I said you actually don't need the pole vault in order to actually get up there?
What the?
What?
Oh.
Where'd he go?
What are you doing, Mickey?
He's gonna further stroke his athleticism.
Oh, scramble,
Oh,
scramble.
I don't
Come
think
on,
it's
you
working.
can do
Oh,
it!
wait.
Push the buttons!
Wait,
Woohoo!
it worked? Okay.
Wow.
I almost thought he was. I also almost thought he was about to freaking backwards long jump up. Just, just fly up the stairs.
Now, here's something I do find kind of bullshit about this. Once you actually go up those broken stairs, be it by pole vaulting or whatever, you can't go back down the same way. So we're stuck up here. And so if there's anything you missed,
I'm
between-
sorry. Just the timing that you can't go up that way. Mickey's like, okay.
All right then. So, a library.
Yep, now we're in the
Ooh.
library because I mean can't go back
This
now.
is a nice library.
So, and I assume if we want to, we have to go all the way back around through the clock tower again.
Yep, that whole same route. And
There's
this
no
is the
fast travel in this game, I imagine.
Well, the only fast travel this game has is those swirly doors that take you back to the mirror room. And actually, now that we have all the have enough mirror shards to leave the game, you actually don't want to take that because that's when the ending cinematic does play.
Oh crap! That could actually be really bad if you accidentally stumble onto the mirror room without meaning to.
It would definitely waste more time than you'd probably be willing to waste.
Right.
Anyway, there's a key up there. I mean, come on, Mickey, you've pretty much pulled all sorts of wacky shit throughout this entire game. What's the harm of trying to reach this key?
Let's hoof it. Trick time. Why is this a trick time?
Uh-oh.
Huh? Oh
Because our old
no.
friend, the ghost, returns.
God dang it, Spectre. Oof.
And he's got the key.
You want the key, Mickey?
Hand it over, I mean it!
So yeah, we're pretty much now going to be playing a good old game of Catch the Ghost in whichever bookshelf he hides in.
Oh, okay.
It's honestly not that hard though if you pay close attention.
I do think it's pretty I do think the laugh that the ghost has is kind of cute.
It is. I mean, it's not supposed to be it's not supposed to be like a like an evil sort
Malicious.
of like booming ghost. It does seem like a trick. Like honestly, it seems like a child who wants to play tricks on his friends or something like that.
You know, with
This
how often I keep having to be pulled aside, I feel like I'm not meant to see the second half of this game.
No.
Oh, you're fine, Hyde.
Fine. There'll be plenty. Oh,
Whoa.
whoa.
Oh.
Oh, there you
Welcome
go.
back.
Good old Discord shenanigans. Anyway, let's see where the ghost hides now. Don't worry, you only have to do this twice.
Okay.
And like before, give it a good shake.
I almost thought you were about to send like a domino effect to crush the ghost between all of the bookcases.
I'm honestly surprised that it isn't happening here.
Because, get it, get.
I mean, they're also evenly spaced out and aligned. It's just begging for it.
Ah. Wow. All I'm seeing right now, this game it's just a back and forth of us bullying the ghost, bullying us.
I mean,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
it's pretty much a total
Yeah.
gray area this entire game.
Okay.
And honestly, I do kind of mean that literally, but we'll get more into that later. But that said, yeah, we got our key. We also got a magnifying glass earlier, which will, I mean, it's not. Well, actually, it is useful for getting one of the mirror shards, but I also remember it serves a purpose of finding a very out of the way minigame.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's something. And I do believe through that door leads us right to the music room.
Oh boy, I see what we're gonna do here. Maybe.
Let's see, Mickey can play the classics, or, you know, just he can get into his inner rock and roller.
Gee, what's this?
It's a guitar, Mickey.
How about it, Mick?
Give it to
Music
us.
trick time.
Give us the music.
Oh jeez.
Whoa!
Oh god, Alistair possessed this one too!
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh,
jeez!
Well then.
You know, that would have been more appropriate if this was an axe guitar.
You probably would be in. Okay, Capcom, we get it. You like the music guitars.
This is amazing.
Oh, wow, Mickey's
That
so
was just-
entranced.
He's been entranced by the power of rock and roll!
God.
I feel the iron in my blood.
And so, Guitar Hero before Guitar Hero was ever a thing.
Slide
Oh,
the
you're
paper
right.
scale, you catch a spinning star, and you get a special point.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I will admit, I do kind of like this minigame, despite how simple it is.
It just looks silly. Look at him. Hey.
Oh, come on. Why let the mouse? Why get in the way of a mouse just having fun with his guitar?
So how does
Come
this
on, yeah,
work?
look at he's having a fun time.
Yeah.
So how does this work? If you don't move the analog stick, it returns to the neutral position in the center.
Yes.
Okay, so you just
Gotcha.
hold left or hold right.
This looks
Like,
complicated.
No, it's kind of, so what you do is, yeah, hold left if you want to reach the centers, the left circle. Hold right if you want to reach the right
Dang.
circle, and or let go of the analog stick to hit the green ones in the middle.
I will say, as far as like other types of musical mini games, or rhythm mini games, kind of like this. I mean, I always appreciate those that actually are in sync with the song.
Yeah, and I like this.
Oh yeah, no, like again, the song's nice, and honestly, if this doesn't feel very slapdash compared to most other mini games.
Yeah.
I think Sealy's Discord can't handle this level of rock
No,
and
it's
roll.
fine. Look back to it.
You can't handle this level of rock and roll.
With this kind of skill, Mickey has the power to rock and rule.
Yeah, basically, Sealy Discord's basically going.
Yeah!
His chops are too righteous.
Yeah, no, that was pretty solid and decent original song, and
Wow, I'm surprised you didn't miss any.
and he
Yeah.
had a pretty solid solo, and I did like the custom animations throughout the whole thing of him rocking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
Out of all the mini games, this is easily one of my favorites. Again, it's as simple as it is.
Oh,
It's
it was
just,
all in
it's-
his
it's-
mind.
it's- oh,
Aw, it was all in his head.
wait, where'd it go?
Aw.
What the? I'm a fool the whole time.
You're not a fool.
Poor Mickey.
So yeah, and now that Mickey's all rocked out, let's move on.
I love the idea. I don't know why I just named myself like kind of smile with like the idea of him getting so obsessed with like, oh, switch over the later point environment has some. Okay, I see. I'll way backtrack in time. But yeah, I love the idea of him getting so obsessed with it. Like I'm a fool, Mickey. You're not a fool. A damned fool. Just reminiscing against himself. Like
It's
why?
Actually, I'm just. You're not a fool. Why not? Because my mother told me to never kiss a fool.
All of a sudden, never. Yeah. Oh, what we got?
This, I'll admit, is... I mean, I'm honestly
Okay.
surprised
Well,
it
it's
took us
down
a
there.
magnifying glass to even find the little... It's like right there.
Mickey, it's
Why
right
don't you-
there.
You passed it.
Mickey,
There we go.
it's a fridge.
A fridge?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were controlling that yourself, and I was
Why?
like, James, what's wrong with you?
No,
I was about
just
to say,
Mickey.
no, that's all automated.
Is that it? Is that all? Was just finding a fridge, and that's all we talk about?
Well, I mean, there's a reason for doing that, because now that we know about that fridge on the portrait, let's go back to the kitchen. And actually,
Okay.
actually interact with the fridge again. Because at first it was just a simple piece of nothing that's just there. But now that we know about that portrait, now we can play a trick on it.
It's the fridge to Narnia.
Oh god.
If only.
By the way, if you were playing this game in kids mode, this would actually you could actually do this without observing that portrait.
Okay.
Where'd it go? Did I snuff it?
So I realize now it's kind of like Mega Monkey mode in Curse of Monkey Island.
Kind of.
Wait, Mega Monkey.
Basically,
that wasn't that the hard mode.
Yes.
Yeah, well, basically, yes, and you have the other mode, which pretty much neutered a lot of the puzzles.
Yeah, simplified the puzzles down.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Through that fridge, we transport ourselves to the Himalayas.
Snow cone?
Oh, geez, with a
how about
snowboard.
snowboard?
attack.
Ooh, snowboard.
And I'm not gonna mince words. This minigame is finicky.
I can imagine.
Though I do like the tune that goes along with it. And honestly, just the whole idea of Mickey being on a snowboard like this. I don't know. I thought it was fun when I was little.
With all of the with all these minigames that we've been coming across, is there like any sort of like high scoreboard or something to like compare all of the scores we've gotten in every one of these minigames?
Nope.
Sorry, I'm seeing this and I'm just imagining the one Ice Cap theme from Adventure 1, you know, the rockin' dan 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 dan.
Ow! Jeez.
Oh!
Well, not when you
Wipe
do stuff
out.
like that, but
I just imagine. See, you get to think about nice games like that. I get to think about Sonic 06 and us snowboarding up the hill backwards.
Oh god.
which Matt considers the only saving grace of that game, apparently.
That's just one of his favorite glitches because the idea is that for some reason they have your acceleration like double. Ouch! Your acceleration doubles so you can actually ascend faster than you would going.
Ow!
But now when I look at these snowmen, now I think of Final Fantasy VII snowboarding sections, which I'm curious if they're going to keep that in the remake.
If they are, I mean, honestly, it's hard to say because the Final Fantasy VII remake is only covering like a fraction of that game's entire story.
Well,
Yeah.
because that's the idea is that it's going to be an episodic. It'll be like Chapter 1, 2, 3. They really should call it Final Fantasy VII Remastered Chapter 1 because it's really only covering Disc 1's content. From what
I mean,
hear.
it would fall into tradition of Square's titles generally sounding pretty pretentious.
Stupid.
Well, that too.
The fact that you both did that almost simultaneously, like, that's stupid. Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, are either of us wrong, though, to be fair?
Not
No.
really, no. But yeah, just. I mean, the minigame concept is fine. I just wish it controlled a little better, and
You know?
when you jumped, it wasn't just automatically this spinny shit.
You know,
Yeah.
with how pretentious Square names a lot of their titles, I'm surprised the Avengers game isn't called Marvel's Avengers: The Avenging of a Vengeance.
Avengers Vengeance. Do you know that
to
one
me-
of the... Go ahead.
I was about to say, it doesn't. I mean, honestly, you say it like that. Can you think of what? Can you think of a strong example of Marvel pulling that pretentious title card shit?
I'm sure there's a example. It's just not coming to me at the moment.
Fair enough. And yeah, now that that's all said and done, we exit out the back passage.
Dick.
The whole
That just
plot twist
reminds me
is
of-
Mickey exited from behind the portrait.
I'm glad Logan cut onto my joke because I'm just
Consultate.
reminded. I'm glad Logan Con did that joke. Because I'm reminded of the King Kong episode of Johnny Bravo where Carl, he was eaten at first, but then he appears, "Hey Pops, I have the map." "Carl, what happened to you? I saw the beast swallow you whole." "I'd rather not discuss it."
Alright, so back to the music room. Now that we took care of that little fun minigame.
That probably is one of my favorite episodes. Like, I especially love the one line Pops had where, like, Carl's warning him about agitating the beast, and he just goes, and because he has dollar signs in his eyes, and he literally goes, "I'm sorry, Carl, I can't see you. I have huge dollar signs in my eyes."
I remember that. And then and SpongeBob did the one like, does he normally do that? No, they're usually silver.
silver.
And last door. I think this is the last door.
Oh yeah, no, this is the last door, and you might be surprised where this leads. It leads right back to the fish room.
Oh, okay. Let's reunite him with his friends. We can get the next star holder.
We essentially pulled the biggest circle we've ever done.
Alright.
And so now it's time to invite a fishy friend to another fishy friend.
Go to her.
Yay.
Go to her fish. Embrace her.
her. Oh, that looked like they were about to kiss for a second.
Yeah, I saw that.
Aw.
Well, they just got to do their little mating dance first.
Oh. That makes us significantly less cute and more mature.
Now
this is
now
the
they-
making dance.
Aw.
And their love was so strong that day.
Yay! Mickey
It
did
was so
good.
strong, in fact, that its love literally turned into a
Oh.
living manifestation of
A heart.
not just a heart,
A lucky
but
charm.
a heart that holds a star holder.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's our last one, right?
Yep, the same one that fish initially took from us.
See, I thought they were gonna do something where it's like, aw, thank you, and this is for you. And just like immediately just spits up the star holder in this lovingly moment. Sorry, Sealy. Sorry, Sealy.
What happened?
I just realized I'd made a retching sound, which I know you hate.
Oh.
Aw.
I'm okay with it.
It only just dawned on me what I was doing.
That's your cue to go, you Sealy.
No, sorry.
Ew.
There you go. Cool.
Ew.
For context sake, I have a metophobia, so you're vomiting.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyway,
So-
yeah, we're pretty much maxed out on stars, so we're pretty much good as far as that's concerned. But now we're in the attic.
We just need to find that last mirror shard, or the last two mirror shards.
Oh no, this is gonna be the last one. So yeah, we were right. There's only like one. I think there was only one left.
Okay.
So basically you want to come here with the magnifying glass because well, there's something on the table here that will probably spawn in just a moment. There he is.
Oh, he's so
Aw.
cute.
The
Mini
little
super
teeny
Yeah.
ghost. He's a teeny little ghost.
Oh, he's so
Welcome back.
small and innocent. I'm gonna step on him.
Oh,
Ugh,
he's trying to scare us.
Oh, look at him.
that's cute.
It's like he's screaming because he's scared.
Maybe.
I can totally see that. So yeah, bring out your magnifying glass and burn the son of a bitch.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, hold it
What
in
is
front of
it?
a light source and burn him.
Gosh, he's so little. Well, you're
He's
not
so-
scared now. Not a bit.
I don't think this is working.
Mickey, don't go tempting fate now. 'Cause I will!
I was about to say, I think that's the most that Mickey has said in one sequence in a while. Like, that's actually, like, a full
Oh.
sentence he said there.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Mickey?
What did I tell you about tempting fate?
I don't even know how that worked. Oh, seriously, what were the logistics of that? How did I shrink?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oops.
Oh, how can be?
How can be?
Run!
Now that screech is even more menacing.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. it's-
long drop, and I can mean that this time.
I wonder if the falls mirror will be enough to kill me.
Well, only one way to find out.
Wait, what do you? Freedom!
I'm going to be free.
I'm coming, Walt!
There's still one way out.
I just love how, like, even without the context, I just love the intensity of his delivery on that.
Oh, I thought he was gonna fall in that
And how he
hole.
basically throws himself up. Ghost?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, why did you do this, Mickey?
Well, he didn't know the hole was there.
We have a minigame of us fall. Uh-oh.
Oh, a piano.
Ow!
On the piano.
Oh,
Hey, we got a mirror shard, though.
thank goodness those piano keys broke my fall.
Where was the mirror shard?
What? It's just a hole in the ceiling. And...
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Now we have a problem.
Oh, this
How
is
are we gonna
another
get back
favorite of
up?
mine.
just one of them days.
It's just one of those days. Haha.
Oh, hey, we're okay now.
Oh,
Oh, there's a mirror shard.
We just were spooked, and that was the entirety of that. That was the entire significance of that encounter.
pretty much, but, I mean, hey, it was to our benefit because we found our very last mirror shard. At last.
Yeah, I was about to ask to make sure if that was our last.
Should be it.
At this point, I think I've pretty much covered every basis of this mansion.
With that meaning, we will finally.
I don't remember if I
Finally.
made this joke, but whenever it shows that shot of like the mirror shard just flying up in the air, I would love if one instance it would just like shatter the roof it goes through.
And now it is time for us to finally have the qualifications to get the true ending to this game.
Yep, because as we did mention earlier, there are multiple endings to this game, and, well, you get the best one by reforming the mirror completely.
I thought you get the best one by doing that and getting all of Mickey's stuff.
Oh, no, getting Mickey stuff doesn't do anything for the ending.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
I mean, hell, doing that for honestly, the only thing you have to worry about for the full ending is just the mirror shards. That's it. Like, you don't even
Okay.
need to get all the star holders or the keys and whatnot. Well, maybe you do need to get all the keys for the mirror shard, but with that said, let's get out of here.
Thank goodness.
And actually, I did skip ahead, too, when he actually goes back to the mirror room, so...
Right, I imagine you had to do a bit of backtracking.
A little, but it wasn't much. I mean, again, swirly doors help.
Now we may flee.
And reuse the animation?
Mickey, go inside the
I
dang
can
mirror.
Come on,
Wake
Mickey.
up.
Wait.
Oh,
Oop. Got you. Oop.
now what?
I love how the pose was still, but it was just like...
What have you got to say for yourself?
Oh, what?
what?
I'm leaving.
What the? Suddenly a change of heart, huh?
Don't leave, I've been so lonely.
Oh, he's sad.
Well, you were playing multiple tricks on us and were trying to kill us less than 10 minutes ago.
But you know
Yeah,
what?
really.
But you're
you know
still
what?
bitter
Based on
company.
Excuse me?
I was gonna say, you tried to kill me twice in the past 10 minutes, but you're still better company than Donald.
I was about to say, it's like,
Oh.
you know what? Pete's not much worse to me, and I hang out with him. And I'm
The
like,
sounds he's making so sad.
And his expression say, oh.
You gonna give him a hug?
Now we have a choice. Play with the ghost further, or wake up from this weird dream of ours.
This isn't like one of those moments of like, we'll be here cursed forever, right?
No, no. That's not it. If you do pick the ghost, it just extends game time a little more.
oh, okay.
But yeah, it's honestly, we've done about everything we can do that's actually worth any merit in this game. So, like it or not, Ghosty, we gotta go home.
I want to cry. I feel so sad
Give
for
him
the
a
ghost.
hug. Come
The
on.
ghost was trying to kill us like 4
Yeah.
times over.
So long, pal. No hard feelings, huh?
Aw. I think that's the first time they ever did lip syncing in this game.
I believe so, yeah. And so, he leaves. This time for good. Now, as far as the endings are concerned, if you don't get all the mirror shards, it literally ends just as Mickey is leaving, like this. But, since we got all the mirrors, you get more of this.
Huh?
Mickey has a splendid idea.
He
What's that?
does.
Let's take the ghost back with us!
How?
How is he coming back?
Reach through and pull him out, I guess.
Oh, there.
There he is.
Come here, you freakish Come here, you freakish abomination of life and death.
Let's go wake up from this dream together, pal!
It's Disney. Of course they have to do that.
Wait a minute. Don't you only exist in the dream world? So if we both leave, wouldn't that mean that you no longer cease to exist?
Oh, yeah, I guess, but let's just get
It's
it
just
in. We
rewinding
literally
it.
rewind
Yeah, I was
the
about to
intro
say.
cutscene.
And that works.
And so, yeah, the dream is more or less over. And another day rises.
Already? Oh. Gosh.
Wake up.
What a weird dream I had.
Gosh, dang.
I knew I shouldn't have drunken before bed.
Well, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
Oh, look at him walk around. What's
What
wrong?
a dream. I wonder. Well, either way, I'm back.
Yep, sure are back.
Oh, there he
you know what?
Oh, I see.
There
Yep,
he
he actually
is.
brought him back one way or another.
He's on his ceiling fan.
He's just a mobile?
Hope I got some cheese.
You know, considering what Matt said earlier about this character being based on a mythological paper ghost, this actually makes sense in context. Because
It
it's
kind
literally
of
a
does.
paper mache ghost that's being hung on the fan.
So I
And
guess that's
meanwhile,
it.
it's just an instance of, this is nice and all, but do I ever get to get down? Nope, you have to stay up there forever.
I mean, for all I know, Mickey had this entire dream was based on Mickey's latest Halloween party, where he got that as a prop.
So yeah, other than that, like the game was pretty simplistic. Like again, like it was just go around and just kind of it kind of again it reminded me a lot of like those old like Putt Putt, Pajama Sam kind of games where it's like
Yeah.
kind of point and clicky, but like hey Luigi Priori, where you're kind of walking around and just kind of exploring it. But
Oh, boy.
yeah,
Oh,
jeez, I forgot about the
goodness.
Hadoukens.
Hadouken!
Oh yeah, so by this point, you could literally fiddle around with the
jeez.
credits as you want with all your Street Fighter-esque powers.
This is random.
That's awesome!
Oh god, you
He
can't
does
do the
a spinning
freaking.
bird kick.
You can't do the freaking. Let's go. It's
It's a monkey said puke, yeah!
That's so stupid.
Actually, I'm just
right?
thinking.
Can't you?
I'm just thinking, you doing that, I'm thinking of like the Homestar equivalent of, the pipes are broken!
But yeah, otherwise, geez, nice. So what is the score counting? Like, what are we trying to aim for?
as many
letters,
as,
I guess?
as many letters as you can destroy. Although, granted, I will say this much: I do kind of wish the letters were actually easier to destroy, especially with your spin kick, because
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
they
I
turn into
see.
punishment.
Oh, I'm
Featuring
seeing
Wayne
now.
Online
It's
and no
Rest
one
in peace,
else.
sir.
and I see it. It only works if you turn it fully transparent. Otherwise, they just. Oh, there's Wayne Allwyn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Featuring the-
Rest in peace, good sir.
And
You
you
I
were
just
honest,
said
you were-
that!
I do
Sorry.
feel it weird that they credit other voice actors, because aside from maybe the ghost chuckling, was there any other voice work in this game?
Oh, maybe in the shorts.
Well, no, the shorts don't like the short audio. Like the audio for the shorts never play when you're actually watching them. Again, that's just like a whole small segment.
Huh.
But
So-
yeah,
Oh, jeez.
Okay,
Real
go
quick, James. What is that post game like if you want to play with the ghost more?
honestly, all it really is that like the ghost actually just locks the mirror and hey, look, Nintendo credits.
Oh, look at the producer.
Wow!
Yep,
Oh,
Miyamoto was the
yeah.
producer of this game.
Okay.
But on that said, what was I about to say? If you do
Yeah,
decide to
keep
pick,
hitting it!
if you do pick the ghost, again, he just locks the mirror, and honestly, the game just plays as normal. That's really all there is to it.
Jeff
Okay.
Miller.
In case you really don't want to leave yet that
Super Mario
badly.
Club?
Oh, can
Gotcha.
I join the Super Mario Club? Sorry, but select members only.
Oh, come on!
And meanwhile, Luigi's like.
for those that
Go
are
ahead,
for those that
James.
are not in the know-how, Super Mario Club is a debugging division of Nintendo.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, I'll be like, don't worry, Mickey.
Oh, you learn
I've been.
something new every day.
Don't worry, Mickey. I've been trying to apply for the past 7 years.
It's an awful
Yeah.
job. Stay in school, kids.
But yeah, no, it really is right now. But anyway, yeah, I definitely this game grew on me. I liked all the fun little wacky shenanigans and the animations. They put a lot into giving Mickey some character.
Yeah,
or at least
honestly,
personality
like,
with it.
a part of me does kind of it's one of those things because it's like I remember before we did this game I saw like a playthrough of it because I know me and James talked about it a bit. I was a little turned off with how the opening was because it had a really slow opening, but I'm
Right.
glad to see that the rest of the game isn't like that because there actually was some really cute stuff tucked out here and there, and I was also what I'm trying to say. I'm also glad that it wasn't quite as stiff looking, because like I said, that opening had probably some of the least interesting animation compared to the rest of the game, but the rest of it actually has some really entertaining stuff.
Oh yeah.
I second that.
The game does pick up after the first 10 or some minutes of gameplay, but otherwise it's like this is pretty much Capcom during its early days with this style of 3D, and like it definitely shows. But even then, it really showcases some of the best of what they're capable of with whatever IP they touch.
Oh yeah. What did you think of it, James?
I mean, I do have the strongest attachment towards it because this pretty much was the Mickey Mouse game of my childhood, and I mean, the whole point and click system took a bit for me to get used to, but after that, it was like, it was just you know, it was fun to watch what was essentially the longest Mickey Mouse short ever to grace the media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, I'm glad it definitely picked up after the intro, and it definitely did impress me a lot more than I expected it to. If I was gonna pick a Mickey game, I probably would recommend stuff like the Illusion or Magical Quest games before this.
Oh, absolutely! Like those actually are fully functional games. Like this game is fun and all, and like it's fun to watch, but to play, it's like it's pretty much the most rudimentary point and click adventure you'll find on the market.
Yeah. What did you Peter? What did you think, Jordy and Seeley?
Well, I thought it was pretty cute. Like Steve said, the opening was...
Oh wait,
What?
there's a cake.
Huh?
A cake?
Oh, it's all,
cake
it's all,
doing here?
it's all our items we got in the dream.
Yep. All the items we were able to find are here in our room, and we can fiddle around with them as much as we want.
Oh, cool.
I don't think the bee should be in our room though.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why the meat is there.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
He's
sorry,
probably just here
Go
for the
ahead.
cake.
sorry. Back to you guys, Jordy and Seeley.
Anyway, like I said, the opening was pretty slow, and I will admit I was a bit bored at first, but as soon as we got to part 2 and onward, it actually got a lot more interesting, and I couldn't help but love all the shenanigans that were happening with Mickey and the ghost. And the
Yeah.
ending was so sad.
Yeah, and this is the mansion we've been going through this entire time.
Ah, that's a pretty big mansion.
Oh.
And then, what did you think, Seeley?
I second what Jordy said. I was a bit bored at first, but then as we went on, I grew to like it more and more. and then the dark moments where you're just like, oh my gosh, like Mickey getting crushed by
Big
cogs.
ears.
Yes,
Oh,
that made me
God, what?
laugh so hard.
Oh, what?
That dang
I'm gonna give
cursor.
you the finger.
There was that. Just yeah, there were some scenarios where I'll admit it definitely actually kept.
Hey, Donald.
Oh, look at
Cute.
Cute.
That.
And I just love him. And
I
just love
want
the
one
idea.
now.
I just love I love the context of this.
Want me
Of
to buy you
Donald.
one?
I love the context
If you
of
could buy
Donald
it.
showing up and going.
Mickey, why do you love this?
It was in my dream.
Oh look at how cute my girlfriend is,
Aw.
It was in my dreams.
That somehow makes it worse.
Oh
What's
yeah,
all
let's
this
observe
nonsense?
the bee.
The bee.
Please don't sting me.
It just flies at you. Look at that
There's a
stinker.
stinger.
Oh Jesus!
Oh God.
Don't do that. It actually made me jump a little bit.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, I kind of saw it coming, but still.
Let's observe one last thing. Our dear old friend, the ghost.
Hello,
I don't know if we ever have an
Ghosty.
actual name for it.
We called him Spectre.
Spectre, right?
Spectre.
Again, it was a pretty
Oh,
neat idea of like having his mouth be like paper that kind of shapes and forms as it needs to.
Yeah.
And again, I just see this and think to myself, that's the reason why Mickey had this thing in his dreams. It's literally just a prop he had all this whole
Yeah.
time.
But yeah,
I mean, pretty. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about you.
Ah, the evil
That
Jack.
rock.
Just you.
it just kicks it out the window. But no.
But then it just comes back in.
And so Mickey's done playing with his things and goes and leaves the room to get himself some cheese.
So
I'm
yeah.
hangry.
I know, all in all, really fun time there.
What's happening? Oh.
Yeah, so what do we have
What's
next?
going on
Like,
here?
what else?
Oh
is
yeah.
there?
Once you beat the game once, there's actually 2 other things that you can do, and actually 3 things really. The first thing you can do is there's my. It took me I was able to finish it
Nice.
1 hour sooner than my test playthrough.
Oh.
So hooray for me.
Hide 5 hats and gain clear data. What is what are the hats being hidden for? What do you do with the Game Boy Advance link again?
I think this is how you replay the minigames.
Yep, this is how you replay the minigames, and you can activate that TV in order to also that TV to oh, and also the jukebox here if you want to play. It's literally a sound test.
Yeah.
Oh, my wonderful possessions! My rad skate, my rad snowboard, my rocking guitar, Alistair.
It looks like it has a face.
Well, I
does,
feel like
doesn't
Well,
the
that's how
point.
Disney radios usually look.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And of course the TV's there if you want to rewatch all the glorious animations that this game has to offer.
Every
Oh,
last
okay.
one.
I
of
thought it
them.
would replay like some of the stuff we saw on the TV.
Wow, every
And-
little
Yeah.
cutscene interaction.
Every little cutscene, and it also shows you ones that you could have potentially have found if you did things in a different order.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. So it shows you all the ones you could have unlocked.
Yeah. So how about we watch ourselves watching TV again?
So if you just
Oh, I
click
can
on
actually
this,
watch it again because I missed it.
so if you click on this
Okay.
over and over again, it randomly selects different shorts to watch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing.
What? Do I still have the thing on me, even though this is
Yes.
just a memory? Oh, yes, I do!
Gave you the remote.
So, let's see what's up on the Disney Channel today.
With Donald plush in the background.
Ooh,
Oh, good.
my favorite.
Oh.
Oh, the dog. No dogs allowed on the train.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I apparently find that funny.
Look at that stupid face.
You need to watch this short again.
It is on Disney Plus,
Yeah.
so.
Ding, ding, ding.
Low on
Ding,
battery.
ding, ding, ding. All aboard!
Get in the
And
suitcase.
Oh, that's not comfortable at all.
No,
dog-
why would you
oh,
do that to
jeez.
your dog?
But there are no dogs allowed on the train, so he has to be. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh no! And he nearly missed the train because of it.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, actually he did. But Mickey's athleticism saved the day regardless.
Yeah.
And we can totally
Wow,
show
I'm
this
feeling
because
this-
it's only a portion of the short.
You know, I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie. That hat,
Nostalgia.
I'm not gonna lie. That I always liked it whenever Mickey wore that hat.
Yeah,
Nostalgic. That's the word I'm trying to say.
yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
Okay, that's enough of that for now.
Oh, that's the one.
Outside.
So yeah, that's pretty much how that all goes. And as mentioned earlier, you may have noticed a little option called Link. You can connect this game up with the Game Boy Advance version of Magical Quest, and in doing that, you may have remembered back in our Magical Quest starring Minnie Mouse commentary we did a while back in honor of Bruce Taylor. And you may have noticed that there was these random question mark panels that you could find at the shops.
Yes.
Those are actually panels that you can transfer from that game to this game, and in doing so, it will reveal certain additional furniture and props and such that you can find in the mansion.
Oh. Okay.
And that's literally about it, though.
Yeah, it's something.
Gotcha.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
But yeah, I had a great time with this. That was really neat.
Thank you. And I mean, it is nice. It is nice. It was great that I was able to actually, show you guys a little bit of my childhood, like one of the earliest recollections of my childhood, playing a video game starring Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
And as I said before, I'm still debating if I want to do a look at Hide and Sneak because I mean it is an interesting game in concept, but in execution, it does feel very But I mean, hey, we can get more into that kind of stuff later. But in the meantime, as far as other Mickey Mouse shenanigans are concerned, there is one other Mickey Mouse game we have not covered yet that we will be covering sooner or later. And it involves the good old Castle of Illusion, but not as you'd think it be.
And I'm
Not,
angry.
and no, I'm not talking about another remake
No.
either.
Aw.
And
It's a new game entirely, and you may have heard of it. It was on the 3DS called Power of Illusion.
Oh.
Oh.
That's the one I want to try to do the prequel of. Possibly, maybe. No, I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
So yeah, I guess until next time, everybody. I'm James Maxstream.
I'm Lucky Jack 20.
I'm Holly and Princess Lita.
I'm Jordan the Cat 11.
And I thank you, James, for making sure that my video game legacy will always be immortalized. Haha.
Got it.
Till next time, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Drink your Ovaltine. I don't know why I said that.